Let's talk about Giannis. Woo! Gotta go to Cancun. The Clippers are already there. Now the Milwaukee Bucks are in the building because they got beat in the first round series as the number 1 seed and lost to Miami. Yes, Miami is better than Milwaukee. Not just the city, but the basketball teams right now. And that was crazy. So then you obviously going to see a dejected Giannis in the post-game press conference. But some reporter by the name of Eric, and I don't know his last name. I was trying to figure out who is Eric. Eric what? Y'all let me know in the comments. But Eric asked a question that I know in media one-on-one they tell you to ask. You know, it's just one of those questions, standard issue you got to ask. Even though you feel like an ass asking that question because it is a dumb question. And Giannis could take no more. Obviously already depleted from losing the series and going out there, even though he not balled well enough. Giannis gave this answer.
Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh my God. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success. Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure? That's what you're telling me? No, I'm asking you a question. Yes or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, exactly. So why are you asking me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports.
Now, that response right there, woo! First of all, hit him with the Denzel training day clap, because that is exactly why I'm here, y'all. It's that whole entire process and the paradigm that he just portrayed about athletics and really life. Like, so many people get lost in the process of not knowing what to grab in terms of foundation for the next step, in terms of what is rock solid in terms of you trying to be successful. So many people get lost in that because they don't know what to value. They don't know what to choose. And then you see professional athletes, and when they finally unveil their true identity and personality, a lot of them say this same thing in common. Like, they have learned to fail forward. And they have learned that even in success, you got to continue to grind. One thing that's built in to being an athlete is wins and losses. And from your losses, the professional athletes are the ones who went loss to loss without losing enthusiasm, right? The Wileyism of that. In terms of you knowing, right now, today, I balled out. We lost. It's all right. I'm going to now figure out how I could keep balling out, translate that to my teammates, right? Okay, the team won, but I ain't do jack. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to figure out a way to find my lane in the success of the overall group, right? And professional athletes are running that arithmetic all the way from the day they picked up a ball, whether it was AAU or Pop Warner. And you don't even know how this world and those life experiences are working on your psyche. But then there are moments when you finally get to see that unveiled, like Giannis at that podium. Just listening to a guy call all of his efforts, even in the losing capacity, a failure, or at least questioning them as if they could be a failure. When we all know this is chipping in on the process that leads to that goal, to that win, to that success. And that's a life lesson. That ain't just games and sports. Giannis is talking about, no, dude. What about you in your life and everything? Do you get a promotion all the time? Do you always get properly rewarded for your work? No, but it's still a process. And I love the fact that he brought up Jordan, because I always bring that up with Tom Brady. And I'm like, yo, Tom Brady played 22 years and he won 7. So we saying 15 years were a failure? I've actually said that on air before and just shake my head like, dog, what are y'all talking about? Even in losses, you still can find things that you are successful in or that you were actually winning at. And don't be scared to be the person that takes that and has a sense of pride about that. Because you know how it goes. And I fell victim to this at times when I played. The team loses, and everybody has to now demonstrate how defeated they are. You have to act as if, oh my God, we don't play again next week, and we can redeem ourselves, right? Don't be normal. Don't be even killed, even in a loss. You gotta be depressed. Now, a lot of times you really are, so you're not even acting. But there are times where you're like, yo, went out there and had 3 sacks. These fools over here want me to be acting like I'm crying. Like, we gonna play again next week. I need to get 3 sacks again next week, and then let's talk about it. So even if it's termed and deemed a loss, there's still some wins in that. There's still some building blocks to what you ultimately want to achieve. And for this team, achieve again. It's a room full of champions who are like, okay, they got us this year. That's all right. We'll go back to that drawing board, make an edit or two, make an addition, make a subtraction, and let's run it back. That's the key. That's the goal. Run it back, y'all. Run it back with the same enthusiasm, even though you've learned from that experience, that losing experience, but never call it a failing experience. So Eric, he had to go back to class, I guess, on that one because he got schooled, because I'm glad Giannis set the record straight, y'all. No matter what y'all going through and what y'all trying to do, if you are putting in that work, even if it doesn't look like you're going up, keep going with that process. One day it will end in success.